Hey guys, it is now the end of February and I want to put my daffodils on the ground. I was going to put them in a pot, but I think I have the perfect spot so that I can put them on the ground here and they'll give a beautiful show. Let me show you how it's all looking. Alright, to get started, I just wanted to show you here that I put some pansies here on the ground, and these are some cyclamen from December. I had them in pots and now I'm putting them here, transplanting them to the ground. And it's just a little spot here in the patio. I have this little square, and if you can see over there too, I just dedicated this little areas for planting, and I was gonna plant some trees. That one kind of died. I think that was the peach one. And then I had a cherry over here, but that one also died because it took me longer to plant them, and it's a long story. But anyways, I just wanted to show you here my daffodils. They are this beautiful peachy orangey color. They're just lovely. So this is how well, let me get back to here. I have just a paper bag. That's where I store them, here in the patio, in the garage. And this is what I had gotten once I took them out of the pot. They were already starting to multiply. So what I'm going to be doing right now is just kind of like gently pulling. That didn't look gentle but gently taking out the extras that are attached, and that way I can just plant them individually. And I had a bunch. They were 12 or 15, something like that, but I've gotten so many more now. And look, even the little tiny ones are having they're sprouting with more little guys here. So I'll just plant them here. I made a hole. It's about 2-3 inches deep, maybe not even that, only 2 inches deep. I might have to dig a little bit deeper, but that's it. I'm just gonna put them here in this little spot, and then once they start growing, they'll just give us the show over here. And I'll put that rosemary here on the side because I think it likes this spot. Also, I have a lavender that has liked this spot, and I haven't taken it out of the pot, so I don't know where I'll put it because I'm putting the daffodils here right now. So this is the plan, guys. Come with me and let's plant the daffodils. Alright, so the first thing that I'm gonna do, I like to put on my gloves, plus put on some gloves because I heard that daffodils are a little poisonous. So just beware, wear your gloves, and you should be fine. So this is how I'm just tearing away, and as you can see here, okay, if finally, I had to use my nose to focus, guys. I mean, I have gloves and I've got dirty hands. Anyways, here's how I teared it up, and as you can see, you can still see the little roots coming out, and these are the new roots. These are the older roots that dried out. So we just can, if you want, you can just take them off. And once you have them like this, I'm just gonna put them to the side. I'm gonna separate them all, and once I separate them all, I'll classify them by size and then put them accordingly so that I can have the little ones around and then the bigger ones in the middle, because that way you'll have a better, they'll grow, you know, like the bigger ones will be bigger in the middle, and then the little ones will just come up not as big, so it'll be a good balance when they come up. Okay, let me just do that and let's pick this up. If you're finding value in this video, would you please give it a big thumbs up and drop me a few lines to know what you found most interesting. So I have some of the little ones. I just put the big ones in here. They were about 18, and as you can see, there is nothing there. I did plant the rosemary and then the pansies and the cyclamen are right there, but these little guys I didn't put in because they turn out it's like 45 or more. I stopped counting. Some of them still had the little bulbs attached, so I just left them there. I didn't want to disturb them. And I'm gonna do a small pot with these little guys to have an extra daffodil spot that's gonna flower soon. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I am in California. I am zone 10A, and this is the end of February. So I think this is the perfect time right now, at least for me. I can see my bulbs are starting to sprout, so I think it's the perfect time. They do say not to touch them with your hands, but I'll go wash them as soon as possible. And I do have my gloves somewhere here. Where did I put them? Let me bring some. My gloves. Are they? Okay. Oh. It's uneven territory here. It's uneven because of the flagstones. Okay, so kneel down here. Okay, so it's the end of February, and I think this is the perfect time to plant them on the ground and in your pots. What I've done here is I grabbed this pot. This is a pot that one of our dear family friends gave us a long time ago when we got our first house back in 2014 or 15. I think it was 2015. 2015 we got our first house. It's a mobile house just like this one. This one is a little bit bigger because we have more family with us, but they gave us this pot and it was planted with rosemary and just all kinds of herbs. And so we've kept it, and I managed not to break it, which is huge because I break all the pots, guys. I don't know I don't know if you do the same, but my most precious ones, sometimes I just like, I'm doing something, I'm cleaning up, or I'm putting things back in their place, and as I do that, crack, they break. So anyways, that's just a little sharing with you what happens to me in the garden. But this pot I think is perfect because it's wide, it's not too deep, and I'll be able to plant all the bulbs around, which is gonna look really pretty, and the bulbs are gonna be the perfect size. So I'm just gonna put some soil on this. Let me show you, and then I'll plant them, put the starter fertilizer, and then I'm putting also some worm castings so that they can be really nice and strong and be well fed, and that they give us the best show. And then I'll water it. I'll water the ones on the ground as well, and that's gonna be it. I think I'm just gonna mulch the top of the ground here as well, and we should be set. So let's get to planting the pot. I always like to cover the drainage hole with some garden fabric, some pebbles, and then I start putting the potting soil. There you see me putting some water, some starter fertilizer, and worm castings, and then I laid all the bulbs. Then I put some more potting soil on top to cover, which is about 2 to 3 inches of more soil. Then I water it again, and we're done. And I'm losing light, guys. It's about 5:30 or 6. And I'm trying to do this as fast as possible, but I did want to mention that I am going to be putting some tags to know what they are and when I planted. Today is 2/24/22. Not my best writing here, but as long as it has the date, I think that's enough. Okay, so I'm going to put them here on my pot, and those are done. I'll put them somewhere, and then these will go here. And I'm gonna be just kind of like stepping on this to compound the ground because it still feels soft. Let me just put a little bit of mulch there and let's get this done. Well, before putting the mulch, let's do a little bit of cleanup, guys, because I had so many things out that we needed to put them in their place. I also watered a little bit more so that the soil could soak in the water. And then I was just playing and having some fun because what's life without a little bit of silliness in it? Then I just put a little bit of mulch on top to top it all off, and then I watered some more. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And be sure to subscribe. I have more gardening, more DIYs, and more great ideas for your home. So this is how it's looking right now. These plants are looking a little bit rough because they were in the pots, they were leggy, and they were outgrowing the pots. So I just put them on the ground. I think they'll have a better chance there. And as you can see, I put some mulch as well so that it doesn't look so bad, because just the soil looks very desertic. and that's how it's looking right now. So let's see how it all turns out, and I'll come back with the daffodil update. Let me show you here. This is an update on the daffodils that I planted in this pot, and as you can see, the first one already started to show up. And let's go over here where I planted the rest of them, and I left a little rock so that I could remember where they were. So the first one that I see here is this one. It's already popping up. And then if you can see right here is the other one. So the rest of them should be starting to come up over here. But this is promising, guys, and we'll have a show, I think probably in about a month or something like that. But super exciting to see all this.